That's a fact. No, really, me, no Hendo, gon' tell you the truth. Being out, Mr. Info, you know what we here for. The Old Heads Podcast. Yo, we coming from Dog Shades to the team at the Barclays. The Old Heads Podcast. Yo, from Will scoring 100 to Job be the one. The Old Heads Podcast. Yo, let's go.
Yeah, buddy. Old Heads, episode 158, back in the basement. I'm your co-host, Omar, a.k.a. Millie, a.k.a. that dude, a.k.a. Mr. Rello. If you know, you know. Man, we got a great show today lined up. We're going to get a little political, not too much. Of course, we got sports as well. But if you guys have not heard, Donald Trump has deployed the National Guards on the streets of Washington, D.C. We all know Washington is Chocolate City. Does that have something to do with it? Or, you know, is he really just trying to clean up crime? How do y'all feel about that? And then also, we have to talk about Donald Trump. How do you feel about some people now saying that they forgive, that they regret their vote for Donald Trump? How do you respond to that, and how do you feel like people should respond to it? But we also gonna be talking about Caleb Williams, man. I'm sick of the slander, man. It's gonna stop here today, I promise. And then of course our Prime versus Prime, man, we got a great one today. Steve McNair, R.I.P. versus Steve Young. And then of course, man, the Chicago Bears schedule just came out. We're gonna go over every single game, not the preseason game, but every single regular season game. And man, 17-0. That's what I saw. But anyway, I'm gonna let these brothers introduce themselves and get right into it, man. Old Heads, episode 158. Yiddy.
Yes, sir. Old Head B.I. It's your man Hendo G, a.k.a. French Loaf, a.k.a. Mr. Honey Pack himself.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Of course, y'all first time checking us out. We start every episode with Hendo's Hot Take. Hendo, what's the hot take?
Man, things is getting mighty ridiculous in the entertainment industry. Apparently, Cameron flew out Omar Good out to Miami to film a fake movie. Paid him $2,500. Apparently, these niggas has been beefing. This nigga Omar Goodness had several little diss songs for Cameron. This shit's fucking hilarious. I'm not even gonna lie to you. But now he just released another little diss track towards Cameron and shit. This shit just getting out of control though. But it's just awfully crazy the fact that this man flew this nigga out, had him going like he was doing a fake movie, had him doing like 50 push-ups, had him doing all this shit with his shirt off and shit. All for a prank, man. These celebrity pranks is getting out of hand, man. But that's just fucking funny as fuck. That's the hot take for the day.
That was great.
Back and forth between these two.
Mm-hmm.
At least ain't nobody getting hurt. It's just fun for us to watch it.
That
nigga flew that nigga out to Miami though. That's hilarious.
Except I thought we was gonna make boy too. But that is Hendo's hot take. Now, of course, I talked about at the beginning of the show. Should we forgive people who say they were wrong for voting for Donald Trump? I want to know how y'all out there feel about it, man, in the comment section, man. Don't be dusty. Hit that like button and share button, too. But how y'all feel about that? You're starting to see it more and more on social media. Some people saying that this isn't what they voted for and they regret voting for Donald Trump. How do y'all feel like people should?
Man, I feel like it takes a pretty big person to admit when you're wrong, especially openly, and especially when you're really, really wrong. You can sit back and hide if you want, you know, but to come out and say it, man, it take a large pill, man. So, I mean, honestly, man, like, I really don't even want to get off into the politics as much as I really can, but at the same point in time, they standing on principle. If they thought what they, and if they were getting duped, though, well, they got duped. But they're acknowledging the fact that they got duped. You know what I'm saying? On the real, as opposed to just, you ever been wrong with a motherfucker who's just wrong and you just keep saying the same wrong ass shit with this motherfucker and shit, and you know you wrong, but you like, well, I'm gonna just be wrong and I'm gonna take this to the grave with me, on down this hill type shit. You know what I mean? If you can acknowledge a difference in opinion because of your principle, I think that say a lot about your character. You know what I mean? So honestly, I ain't really got nothing against them. Maybe they should have voted differently at first, and you should have really tried to see, through the smoke screen. But You know, it is what it is, man. Shit.
I like that. How you feel, Hendo?
I mean, players fuck up too. I mean, you can't sit here and always hold people super accountable for what they feel. I mean, you can hold them accountable. There's nothing wrong with holding them accountability, but people get lied to all the time, especially when it comes to politics. I don't know how many times we've had certain presidents and stuff come in and they don't do exactly what they say they're going to do. That's part of politics, though. This had a bigger agenda. I think a lot of people were really uncomfortable with having a black woman as a president, and I keep saying that I knew this was going to be the outcome way before this was even going into factor. It's just people were so intimidated by that they weren't comfortable with that, so it had to be the other choice. So whether they made the wrong or right choice, they knew what they were doing. It's just they didn't like what the other choice made that was going to bring in, and that was very intimidating at the time. So I can't really blame people for that choice. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what they wanted to believe. People make wrong decisions all the time and stuff. We human. That's it, at the end of the day. If a person lies to you, you know what I'm saying, that's not so much really on you. They telling you they got a handful of gold, you go over there and they got a handful of air. That's two different things, So I feel like there's a room for error and stuff, But I think it was one of those years where it was so extreme that they just went with what they knew. So I don't blame them.
Fuck, I feel like Stubby. I think I got a different take on this. Me personally, the way I look at it is, yes, people can absolutely, it's big, especially for people, especially women, I'll say it, to say when they wrong. People in general take accountability, right? But I feel like when you look at Donald Trump, we pretty much know what he is. And when you look at pretty much from any metric, there's no way you could tell me that you was voting for him and you felt like he would be better for this country. There's no metric where you can't say the economy, you can't say immigration.
People didn't like what was going on with all the genders and stuff like that. They felt like Biden had kind of let that go to way. I literally would go through comments and seen a lady said that the reason I voted for this dude is because I didn't want
that's the problem.
This in sports, and I was like, that's the craziest shit ever.
And that's the problem, is the fact that I watch politics, Kamala Harris never said nothing about transgender.
No, but see, that's the whole thing, though. The fact that they were having that go on during their term, people felt like that's what they supported.
But that's my point. Just like back to what you said. You said some people just didn't feel like. That's the problem. It's a feeling. We're all adults. You didn't take the time out of your day for a quick 5-minute Google search to say, hey, what is this sister actually about? All you simply saw was a highly melanated lady, and what people thought was, in my personal opinion, and why I can't necessarily be like, well, cool, you invited back to the barbecue. You thought what he was going to do was going to hurt motherfuckers like us. That's what motherfuckers thought. It was some negative motive. Either she was black, that shit not gonna affect me. One of those two things, or probably a plethora of other things. There's no way that if you took any type of iota that you said, okay, I feel like this motherfucker is gonna be better for the country than Kamala Harris. She's literally a prosecutor. You chose a felon. At the base, if you don't know shit about politics, you took the felon over the prosecutor. So we gonna make America great again? Even that comment, what does that mean? Like, what does that mean? But it's just wild to me that motherfuckers.
It's supposed to be cryptic, but I feel like we all know what it means.
Exactly.
They're doing a very good job.
So that's why miss me with the I should have. Nah, you thought you were getting some that wasn't going to affect you, and now the fuck it is. I'm sorry. No, stay on that side. There's all the shit that Donald Trump has done. There's no way you can tell me that you could have got behind that shit. We literally heard this motherfucker say, they let you touch him. They let you grab him by the pussy. I even walked in with y'all one day, and you was like, nigga, what you talking about? We all from the hood, and we don't talk like that.
Yeah, no.
But just so happened, all these bitches got sexual assaults on them. And it's mind-boggling to me, bro, that motherfuckers don't critically think, bro. Like, at all. It's like motherfuckers really have, like, hive mind. Just like what you were saying about transgender. Bro, this bitch never said nothing about transgender. Because she knew that that's not something popular. So, I'm not going to talk about that shit. But because that's the narrative, ain't nobody said nothing about that. So, it's like, bro, if you didn't take any time, like, this is the president. Like, this shit affects not only my life, this shit affects your kids' lives. You should. I feel like motherfuckers, in order to vote, you should at least know the 3 branches of government. It should be 5 fucking basic questions. How many states is it? 3 branches of government. I mean, just basic shit that a 10-year-old should know. In order for motherfuckers to say, okay, fine. Here, Mr. Henderson, you can go vote. Here, Mr. You can go vote. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I don't know, bro, but that's just my opinion. Y'all let us know how y'all feel about it. I'm wildin', bro. I forgot Black Fact of the Week. Black Fact of the Week. I know. Black Fact of the Week. Vince Evans in 1979 was the first black quarterback to start for the Chicago Bears. While Willie Thrower was the first player to play QB for the Bears, he did not start. So yeah, shout out to Vince Evans, man, 1979, a year before I was born, man. First black quarterback ever to start for the Chicago Bears. Moving right along, Trump and his goofy ass deploying the National Guard in Washington. Is it about keeping people safe, or the fact that Washington D.C. is mostly black people, and is this the start of martial law?
I'm gonna let y'all kick that off, because I honestly don't have any clue what the fuck this nigga doing.
He deployed he basically.
I've heard what he's doing. It's just.
I mean, I don't know if this is the way you go about it. I can't believe this. I can't really say this is the start of martial law, but this is the start of, like, maybe possibly cleaning up some stuff. He looks like he tried to do that in Cali. That might have, blew over right. It looks like he's trying to do this in areas where it's highly populated of crime. I mean, as much as I would like to sit here and blame the guy, I don't know if I can blame him, because some of these streets are getting out of control, and it does take certain things to get this shit back in order. There's a lack of order in some of these states where things is just getting buck wild. And I don't know if we can really respect that when it's the nation's capital. Like, this is D.C. This is like where they at.
That's
like,
what I was getting ready to say.
If things are out of order, like where you guys at,
primarily located,
right?
It's a central spot in the White House.
But what's crazy about this is there's equally as much crime in states like Texas, but Texas is predominantly white and Hispanic areas, and this is getting kind of wild. Like, it kind of looks like he is setting out a type of agenda. But I'm just not really sure if sending in, like, all this extra type of help like this is help. It kind of looks like a flex of the military, just on some, I can do this is what I'm doing type stuff. And that's where I get to kind of, like, I don't know if I trust all that type stuff. That's where it gets kind of iffy to me, because at what measures can these people do? Like, okay, so what, we set a curfew? Like, what are we doing all this for? Like, what's the crime motive? If it's murders, and okay, have these motherfuckers start checking in these guns. If it's drugs, start clocking in on the drugs. If it's homelessness, start clocking in the homeless. Find you a focal point, stick to that, and get to that measure and stuff. Don't just be out here, elbowing motherfuckers in the face, beating on motherfuckers' doors, and telling them, like, if they come out and be like, hey, what's up, harassing them, bullying them, throwing them in the back of a paddy wagon, like, senseless shit, because it sounds like you just trying to fill up a bunch of jails at that point and make that money push.
Yeah. If you got the money behind it, then you want to prove that it's worth it.
So
those cells will get filled.
Well, there's also the other agenda that we push. When you release other tax breaks and stuff for some of the higher ups, which is, which he's kind of done right now in all states, is release, tax breaks and stuff for big companies. Another big company is jail and prison. And that's a very big industry that's been going on for a lot of years, that they make a lot of fucking money off, because they put you in these crummy ass places and stuff. They don't put no money in them. They strip you of all your rights or education and stuff, make you, pay top dollar for a bag of chips. You're paying $2 for a little bag of chips and shit. This is the ultimate. There's money in that, and this is a place where they're doing it. And you know what I'm saying?
Anyone that builds like expensive, apartment complexes, condos and shit like that. The upkeep is crazy on a nice place. There is no upkeep here,
Right.
except the people who work here, which is going to be governmentally funded, not even out your pocket. So all you getting is the money. You know what I'm saying? Out of that, that's why it's big business.
So I always looked into that industry too, because sometimes when we have had a decrease in filling up prisons and stuff, well, now they might look to up that population because now that is that, you know what I'm saying, that money on the side.
So basically, it could be an attack on brown and black people.
Which is already looked like.
Right.
Because
so is the war on drugs. I mean,
So
this has been going on
for instance,
a very
like right
long
now,
time.
if you go and grab somebody, you go in there and you look at this jail or whatever, and they can't go to the other jail and stuff, and they end up staying here. They go into a prison that's funded by us, and you make money off. You get $1 off your head when you work there because that's small labor if they doing it right, making plates, making whatever and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So really kind of look at the full circle of things too. You know what I'm saying? Filling up these jails too. I've always said that's one of the biggest industries out here that we don't clock on. You know what I'm saying? Because they hide under names like FAR and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Shit, just
and
crazy
nobody
shit.
looking up the CEOs or the decision makers of those companies and holding them accountable.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, honestly, I feel like, man, it's really like what you touched on at first, demographically, man. I feel like, how can you prove that you can govern this entire U.S. of A. if you can't even govern 3 miles away? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy, just miles away from the White House. If they can't, the White House it's never been under attack or anything like that.
Yeah,
but
all by its own people.
But the point is like they seem kind of safe. It's not entrenched
We just
in
had
what
motherfuckers
happens.
run up there 4 years ago and do all types of shit, and they just now seeing charges and getting released and stuff. It's safe as where it is. It's not, nobody's gonna go bomb it. We're not gonna have nobody shot in the wild. But as far as like motherfuckers running up in there, we just literally had that. That was the biggest exploitation of weakness that we could have had when our own people go and ride into the government while their president is there. That had to be the craziest.
My point is to not martial law, but to have all these troops and shit like come here first out of anywhere else. We can look at it. We can look at it two ways, in my opinion, and maybe it's both. Maybe it is an attack on us, or maybe also it's an attempt to clean up them first and say, hey, look what we did here, and we can, which is a known place for bullshit, and we can do that there too. Maybe there needs to be an example first. I'm not saying this is right at all, but maybe this is the thought process of these people while they're doing it, and maybe demographically it just makes more sense to clean up DC, the place where if you need to fly somebody in from some other country, Putin or something, they do feel safe coming here. Like, seriously, like, it's kind of embarrassing if you think about it. You know what I'm saying? The shit they got going on right up the street. It remind me of my neighborhood, the Hyde Park. It's like, my neighborhood ain't Hyde Park. Hyde Park was nice. You know what I mean? Compared to where the fuck I stayed.
Niggas be wild. That's all I know.
I think it's a few things. I think for one, it has absolutely nothing to do with crime. It has absolutely nothing to do with cleaning up DC. If there was a real concern, he would have did it when he was there. Stats, right? I'm a data guy. Crime right now, if you look at violent offenses, and I wanted to double check because I thought I had heard this right. They fell to the lowest level in 30 years right now. As of right now, violent crime overall is down 26% this year compared to the same point in 2024. Robbery is down 28%. It spiked during COVID. Everything is going down. Everything is trending down. Now, this would make sense if everything was trending up. Donald Trump has pretty much shown that when it comes to people of color, he's not too much rocking with us like that. I feel like this is simply about optics. It would make sense if crime was going up. It's not. Crime is going down. And I understand that it's DC, but if crime is going down, obviously they're doing something right. This is simply nothing but optics. I was just literally looking on IG, and every single person that the White House put out that they picked up, guess what? All black, all with braids. Except for one dude at the end who looked pitiful. He
I
was
got a
better
question though too, just to touch on what you're saying right there at the last point. If somebody go and steal a Hummer, but then the second time they steal a Nutty Bar from the corner store, I mean, or maybe not Nutty Bar, maybe they steal a Hummer this time, and maybe next time they steal a Ford Focus. I mean, because the lefts are too evil to steal evil, and a lot of times, just because something is down, don't mean it's where it needs to be.
No, and that's fair, and I totally agree with that. But if it's trending down, right, that makes no sense to bring in the National Guard. They already have a job. We need if you're really trying to get crime down, let's come up with a policy. Let's come up with a plan. That's why I'm saying this is about optics. They can't stay there forever. These people have real jobs that they have to do around the world to keep everybody safe, not just DC. They have real fucking jobs. And guess who's paying for that? We are. So how fucking long are you gonna, why are these kids doing this? Like, let's get to like the root of the problem. They don't want to do that shit. They simply want to make it look like, hey, we're cleaning up crime. We're going to do it however we're going to do it. We're going to get all these drugs and this and that. We know who the fuck they talking about. They're not going in the burbs. I guarantee you they going in the fucking hood.
The takeover is never peaceful, it's always violent.
Right.
There is no negotiating with something that you want to get rid of.
Exactly.
You see a roach, you don't go and talk to it, you smash it.
Exactly. And it's optics, bro. And for his base, they love that shit. For me, I think it's gross. They like seeing motherfuckers running from Home Depot. I don't like that shit. Like, I care about people. You know what I'm saying? But like, that's just my opinion. I'm not saying y'all wrong. But in my opinion, I feel like this shit is all about optics. It would make a lot of sense if crime was going up, but if it's trending down, cool, let's have a plan. There's no fucking plan. It's just we're going to send the National Guard. Okay, they're going to be there forever?
I mean, shit, I feel like we all actually agree, to be honest, because I don't feel like we can disagree with your stance on this topic. It's just, just trying to add a little bit of perspective. It was sort of a trick question because, you know what I'm saying, we were forced to render, you know what I'm saying, a thought process of why these things were happening as opposed to, the fact that it just shouldn't be happening. You know what I'm saying? On the real. It just shouldn't be happening.
Speaking of things that should be happening, man, Caleb Williams slander. Jesus Christ, man. Give the kid a fucking break. I'm so sick of hearing about this one. I fuck with JP, the coach. He talking about he had a rose in his ear and this and that. He did have a rose in his ear, but whatever, man. That's my quarterback. If he go down, I'm going down with the ship.
I was thrown off by a fingernail polish day one, but go ahead.
Hey, whatever, bro. These YNs be on something. He got a hose. He got a hose for a cannon. He got a cannon for an arm, man. Yeah. The Chicago Bears starters will play this Sunday. What do you want to see from them and Caleb, and how long should they play? A series, a half, etc. Who want to start?
I feel like they should play as long as the other starters play, but not no whole half or no shit. I'm not even sure about the first quarter. Ain't this just the second preseason game?
I think this is the third.
Second.
Oh, it's second for us.
We cannot risk an injury. Even if you're trying to get somebody adapted to game speed, whatever snaps, hey man, so the fuck what? The last thing we can do is shut a window, not on just this team, but especially on Caleb. We had a question on his show last week talking about should we be looking into the draft if this year don't look good for Caleb. Well, if he's sitting out the whole damn year from some preseason injury. So with that being said, I've never been big on playing the starters too much in preseason against especially late in games when you got second and third string guys and people just trying to win a spot on the team and shit. Fuck all of that. I mean, with the practice that they need, he ain't like he old and Brett Favre, and Peyton Manning or some shit. So we need to see, you know what I'm saying? We gonna need to see something. I think around the first quarter is good. No more than the first quarter. Any less, I'm all good with that shit.
How you feel, Hendo?
I think probably a first quarter max. I don't think there's much that we should or have to see out so much the receivers. I think it's just more or less trying to see how much that O-line gels and just kind of route running of the newer receivers. That's kind of what I see. I have a lot of faith in Rome and DJ Moore as far as like all that, but it's kind of like I want to see some of the rookie receivers a little bit. I want to see consistency out of Caleb Williams as far as turning his head, making sure he's looking downfield. If that ball's coming out quick, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. I'm looking for small mechanic changes. That's all. There's going to be some, some misreads, whatever. I expect that happens to every QB. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just looking for small things. Footwork, execution, consecutive. You know what I'm saying? Pushing the ball. If they have a couple big breaks downfield, that's nice. But I'm just looking for consistency, switching it up, dynamics, runs, stuff like that, play calling. A lot of people aren't really, everybody's saying they looking at players. I'm kind of looking at Ben Johnson's play calling too. I'm kind of looking like what in the, diameters he's kind of looking at. What he's trying to see is he's going to hit zone runs, if he's doing a lot of play action, if he sees blitzers coming, what he's going to do is switching up. I mean, everybody's looking at Caleb, but this is the big debut for Ben Johnson too. We get to see him actually calling some calls, putting them in there, interjecting what they've worked on. So, I think he'll be all right, man. Give him a little time, but what a quarter max probably. I ain't trying to see too much of that.
I think a series or two maybe. I think the quarter's kind of pushing it. Yeah, I think a series or two.
It depends how that offense is going. If they're having sustaining drives or something, a quarter might just be enough.
That's what I was thinking. Like 1 or 2 drives though is exactly what I don't want to see. I want to see it.
I want to see a sustainable. I want to see a sustainable drive down.
Yeah, I want to give us a chance to have that type of success. Fuck ups or not, the first 2 series just ain't enough to gain enough confidence. Like if you go out there and score both times, first series, that's the only way I can contemplate. Okay, that may be enough.
I don't know. We'll see. Actually, I know he had a great. I still remember that throw he made last year in the preseason in Rome. Man, it's just crazy to me how they dissed Caleb. But me personally, I think I want to see a series or 2. But I totally understand y'all point a whole quarter. But we'll see, man.
I'm just thinking at least 3 or 4 series.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that. And I think a lot of people have to remember
how the series goes.
Yeah. I think a lot of people have to remember players don't really get hurt in the preseason. Like a lot of people talk about that when you think about it. Prominent NFL players do not really get hurt.
Day one, they get hurt day one.
That's because they ain't playing the whole time either.
No, that's true. But that's what I'm saying. Though.
Yeah.
So I think the whole. That's kind of a.
It's more or less the big injuries that you do see when you're going. Not so much like the little pulled muscle or hamstring and shit. Where sometimes you see full on like pulled or torn Achilles, torn MCLs and shit like that. Those are more or less, but those aren't usually star players that's doing that in preseason though.
Yeah, no,
that's normally guys trying to make the roster.
That's what I'm saying. So a lot of people have to keep that in mind too. James Cook got his money, but took some time, I think, because he's a running back. QBs typically are the highest paid player on the team. Who should be the second highest if we're going by position? Excuse me.
You ain't finna fool me again with trick questions.
The
best players, the special players. I don't care if that's guard, your left guard, or your motherfucking receiver. If your receiver, if comparing to your left guard ain't allowed a sack in 3 fucking years, and this wide receiver for the last 3 years is getting 600 something yards and 2-3 touchdowns per year, who I'm paying first? The fucking guard. You know what I'm saying? I'm paying the best players to show them how special they are, how much they mean to this team. And I think that's the answer.
Okay.
I like
the way you skirted that.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You see that being real diplomatic, like, man, hold on, man.
What was that Knight Rider with the kid hit the boost?
On my side.
That was the question. Kid.
Hey, man, you got up out of there.
Hey, man. Hendo. Second, who should be the second highest paid if we're going by position on an NFL team?
The running backs do take a licking though, Paul.
They do. But to me personally, I feel like when you look at Super Bowl teams, I think a Super Bowl team can slide having a mediocre running back, and I've seen that. But what you can't slide without is not have. You gotta have a good tight end. Notice that all the championship teams that you really think of all have a stellar tight end. You got to have a safety net. If you don't give your quarterback a good safety net, then they're bound to struggle. A good wide receiver is good if you can get the ball to them. A good running back takes a lot of pressure off you if that's going well. But a tight end, you can always hit when shit gets bad. And he can always block an extra time for you. He's probably one of the most important pieces on the offense as far as like a receiver type can go is a tight end because of the multitude of the things they can do.
Because he can block too.
There's so much they can do.
The run game and the pass.
Right,
game.
and if you have a good tight end, it extends your run game. If you have a good tight end, it can extend your passing game. It can block. There's so much. A real good team usually functions well off having a good to great tight end. I feel like you gotta have somebody that. When I think of championship teams, they all have a decent ass tight end.
A lot of them got them. Even other teams that's there.
Yeah, I like that. I think for me, I would tight end is definitely looked at as definitely a safety valve. When you look at guys like Gronk, we need to go back as far as Jay Novacek.
Oh yeah,
Jay Novacek. Yeah,
too many dog.
Yeah, a lot of them.
Too many. Mike fucking Dicker.
Yeah, Mike Dicker.
You know what I'm saying? It's been too fucking many.
What was I think he was a part of that. What was Graham a part of that Super Bowl team with Drew Brees? Jimmy Graham?
He wasn't there yet.
He wasn't there yet.
Nah.
No, he had left already. He was there and had already left.
Oh, did he?
He was there and already left, I think.
Okay. I think for me, the quarterback. I think obviously
He was with the Seahawks then. Because I think he was with the Seahawks when they won.
it might have been Lou. Was that Lou?
Because remember, he went to the Seahawks and he was with the Bears.
Was that Colson?
I don't know now.
It might have been Marcus Colson. Was it Lou Joey Bighorn?
I
think he was
don't
gone.
remember the receivers.
They had
He
somebody
was
locked
going
in
to
that was
the
nice, dog.
Right.
I'm trying to tell you, somebody. Then you think about when I be thinking about a lot of it, I think about some of that Baltimore teams with Todd Heap, and then the Andrews, the Mark Andrews. They always seem like they got. Then I think about damn when the Giants are doing good, like Shockey. And you think about shit like you know what I'm saying, Jimmy Graham, Greg Olsen was a dog. Like these motherfuckers are factors. These are game changing guys and went on the right track. You know what I'm saying? Tony Gonzalez.
Man, my man Peyton Manning made all of his tight ends.
Yeah. Dallas Clark got paid. Let's not forget how good Witten was too.
Dude, when he went to it's definitely Clark.
Witten was a
but
dog.
When he played them 2 years in Denver, he got that tight end paid when he went to the Jacksonville Jaguars. That tall, dark skinned
Todd Heap?
No, for the Broncos. When Peyton Manning was there,
He got all
that tall ass tight end, he caught 1 million touchdowns in 2 years.
Yeah.
When Peyton Manning 1 million touchdowns, went to the Jaguars and got paid. He got him paid. You never heard this dude ever again. But same point in time though, you got a good system and a quarterback who know how to find that motherfucker and they come through that relationship.
What's the third
that
look?
can help win you a Super Bowl.
When you go through the motion, you come through, okay, check. Shit, he hit.
Next thing you know, he went to the left or right, just behind or just in front of the linebacker. Yup, Julius Thomas. Yup.
Oh, with the Broncos.
Yup.
I love the tight end. Who you said the best player? I forgot about that.
Yeah.
For me, I think the quarterback, of course, is the highest paid player. I think the second highest paid player, if we're going by position, for me, yes, tight end is very important, but I think quarterback is most important. So you need someone that can get to the quarterback. Hasn't been a Super Bowl team that doesn't have a dominant pass rusher. I think the pass rusher is absolutely the second most important. Person.
Because the dominant pass rusher make everybody else.
It makes everybody else's job easier. It makes the linebacker job easier. It makes the quarterback job easier. We all know how big turnovers can change momentum in the game. So I think yes, tight end is very important. But I think you can't look at any Super Bowl team, especially Dynasty, to where they didn't have a dominant pass rusher, if not on both sides, at least one side. I mean, that's actually what made that Giants team so special. They had that NASCAR package where they can bring in waves of guys who can rush the passer on top of having elite guys. So that's just my opinion. Y'all let us know what you feel should be the second highest paid position. It is what it is.
I can make an argument for everybody on the field, but I completely agree when it is somebody to rush that damn passer.
Yeah, it makes it easier.
It's the quarterback, it's somebody to rush the passer, it's somebody to protect the passer.
Even when
you know what I'm saying?
Even when you look at Montez Sweat and that year he had with the Bears, that when he came over for Washington, he completely changed our defense. Just the fact that he could rush the pass. We really need to get somebody on the side of him. I really like that kid we saw in preseason. Hopefully, he can transfer.
Booker.
Yeah, Booker.
Austin Booker.
Yeah, Austin Booker.
Okay.
Hopefully, it can transfer to the regular season. That would be phenomenal. Prime versus Prime, man. One of my favorite segments. Steve McNair versus Steve Young. Steve McNair, best season, 3,215 passing yards, 24 touchdowns, 7 INTs, 100.4 QBR rating, co-MVP. His best year rushing, 674 yards. Steve Young, best year, 3,969 yards, 35 touchdowns, 10 INTs, 112.8 QBR. MVP that year, his best year rushing, 537 yards. Who's the better overall player in their prime? Who wants to go first?
I'll give it to you. I don't even want to say it.
Endo, who you got?
Shit, it gotta be Steve McNair, man. Steve McNair is the more talented of the guy. You know, I mean, let's keep it a buck. He had the feet, he had the arms, he could throw, but, you know, Steve Young, you know, the thing about him is shit, he's a winner. This motherfucker's a real winner. So
you're going with Steve Young, not Steve McNair.
No, I'm going with Steve McNair's story. I'm just saying, Steve Young is a
Young,
winner.
Yeah, Steve Young
He's a winner.
About a Jerry Rice and Terrell
He's
Owens.
a winner. But
He had
you
a
know,
little bit of help.
Right, but I'm just saying, like, I just think Steve McNair just did it with a little less. I mean, granted, he had Eddie George and a couple of little, you know, safety valves, but dog was really out there slinging that bitch. Like, he was really out there going. Not taking nothing away from Steve Young. I think they had a really good team, but I think a lot of people also forget that Steve McNair, I feel, was out here doing it with less a little bit at times, you know what I'm saying? Where I feel like Steve Young had some guys around him that were qualified for the job.
Yeah,
Some of the guys
was
are
coming
out
off
there.
winning the Super Bowl.
Right.
The only reason they let motherfucking Joe Montana go was because they knew they still had a good motherfucking team, good enough to win the Super Bowl. And Joe was getting old, and they had Steve Young, who was good. So yeah, that team was really good, and that's what Steve McNair never had. He never. I remember one time they had like.
I mean, they had their
good
chance.
season
They just
or
came
some
up a couple
shit.
yards short.
Yeah.
They had their chance. But yeah, I Steve McNair, man. Steve McNair. Hey, that nigga got him like rolled and tried to go there. Like, bro, you down, dog.
Yeah.
You know you down. Don't play.
Man, dog.
Derek Mason was probably the best wide receiver.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yancey Thigpen.
Ooh, yeah, nigga.
Carpet. Yancey was supposed to be really good. And he never panned
Niggas,
out.
Kevin White was supposed to be really fucking good, nigga. I ain't trying to hear that really good shit,
Tom
nigga.
Pickens.
Fuck.
Kevin Dyson was the one who almost scored that
Yeah.
touchdown.
Lean back. I'm going Steve McNair, man. I just can't bring myself to pick no motherfucking 49er, man. I don't fuck with, which is crazy because of how much I respect him nowadays. I don't always respect him. But nobody from back then is going on no list.
The hate for the Niner game is
Fuck
crazy.
these niggas, man. The hate, oh yeah, it was serious hate back then. I'm traumatized, man. You know, my team, the Broncos, went and lost to these niggas majorly on national TV. Everybody was looking. It was the only game on. Goddamn Super Bowl. Yeah, they fucked us up, man. You know, it is what it is. But at the same point in time,
It is what it is.
hey man, they had Bill Walsh, man. This motherfucking, you know what, man? I'm done with this conversation. It's over with. I'm not gonna keep going through this emotion again. I'm going Steve McNair.
I see it's fair. Two of them in there. Who you got, Omar?
I would probably have to go just because of their prime. You make a good argument as far as Steve McNair for him to win co-MVP with Peyton Manning and not having nowhere near the talent. It's tough. When you look at the numbers, he did have 24 touchdowns, 7 INTs.
Damn, and to think about it, Jameis Winston put up 30 and 30.
I think I would have
I'm
to go
thinking
with
Caleb
Steve.
put up better numbers than this rookie year. Hold on, man.
That's 30 and 30, though. Nigga. That's a lot of egg.
30.
That's
I think I
crazy.
30 fucking interception.
Fuck it, man. Hat trick. I'll have to go with Steve McNair. Steve Young kind of almost is in that. He's far better. Please don't get me wrong. He's far better than Brock Purdy. But I think it was almost like the perfect situation, type thing. And he was absolutely prepared for the moment. He absolutely is a Hall of Famer. 35 touchdowns, 10 INTs. That's crazy with a 112 QBR. but I would still have to go with Steve in there. I just feel like he had so much less, and to get that co-MVP with Peyton Manning, that's huge for me. I think when you look at what Peyton Manning had and what he had, man, and to take that team to the Super Bowl, I don't know if you can put Steve Young on that team, and he has that type of success that Steve Young has.
And I think I can put McNair on the 49ers.
I think you can absolutely put him on. Yeah,
success.
I absolutely think so.
That's what I always say about John and Joe and Peyton and Brady. That's all I'm ever
Let's
saying.
not get crazy here. We
Hey,
all
man,
know
the
Joe
GOATs are the
we
GOATs.
all know Joe
I'm just
Montana
saying the talent is the
than
talent.
John Elway.
Dan Marino and John Elway had more talent throwing the ball than Joe Montana.
Absolutely.
That's my point.
But Joe Montana's the best quarterback of all time.
With Joe Montana.
Yeah, Joe Montana.
Nah, Tom Brady, man.
Nah.
Let's keep it real. Let's
Joe
go with the
Montana.
stats there.
Nah.
It's about stats, right?
No.
It's Tom. How is it not Tom
No.
Brady at this point?
Because I'm in my MAGA mood. It's all about feelings.
You know what? Now it makes sense. It does not make sense to make sense when it don't make sense.
I love Joe
If that
Montana.
makes
Actually, I'm a
sense.
bigger Joe Montana fan than Tom Brady, though. Keep it in the book. Man, moving right along, man. Oh, yeah?
It's all time, man.
Joe.
I like Joe Montana.
Y'all better than Tom.
Joe cool.
I'll take this as a favorite. I'll definitely take Joe Montana.
I'm just letting you know. Ain't nobody better than Tom.
Yeah, nobody better than Tom. Brady.
Tom is a
Patty.
dog, man. Dog is
Patty.
not right now.
Not
I
right
see-
now,
I
but
see.
he will be.
If
will.
he was the won his last
Yeah.
championship
No.
already, no.
Yeah,
Because
he
you
will
talking
be.
about talent.
Oh,
That was the whole point of this conversation.
Oh,
You've been way more
talent?
talented motherfuckers
Oh,
who
Pat-
didn't win.
Oh.
Tom is the GOAT because he won so much. So until you win more than him, I can't say anybody's going to be better than him.
Nah,
I don't
you
give a
can't.
fuck what the talent look like.
Nah, you
Tom Brady was
if
not
we-
blowing our minds. He was not doing shit on the screen. He was
Well,
like,
it was casually
oh,
whooping
damn,
niggas'
this is
asses.
amazing.
He was casually whooping niggas.
No.
Yeah, you know what I'm
He was
saying?
walking through.
Strategically.
He was walking. He's like one of the only other teams that have like a flawless. I think they did damn near have a flawless season, and then they end up losing in the.
He also had top 5 defense, too.
I mean,
Yeah,
bro,
he first one, yeah.
that's cool,
Yeah.
but whatever. You got to throw that ball and get them stats
No,
too.
that's huge.
You got to throw that ball and get them
He didn't
stats.
throw that
He's
ball to
won a lot of games.
Randy Moss.
That's Joe Burrow.
He's won a lot of games. He's had some of the best receivers ever, but he's won a lot with these guys.
Yeah, Randy
There's-
Moss.
Yeah, he had Randy Moss. That was it. And that was the only time he was really airing that shit out.
So he didn't have
They were not
Antonio
airing that
Brown.
shit out.
He wasn't airing that shit out with Antonio Brown.
No.
Yes,
He was only there for 2 seconds.
Yeah, I don't even
They
think
was thinking they had like 2 or 3 touchdowns for that 2 seconds.
Oh, no,
The
he
first
wasn't
game,
airing
it
out like
was like
that,
one of
bro.
the first games they played. They had like a touchdown or
Randy
2.
Moss
nigga.
had like 19 touchdowns that year.
That year, but I'm talking about like the
That's
game
it.
or two he had
Okay.
Antonio Brown. They had like 1 or 2 off like that nigga. He played like 3
Yeah,
games.
it
He had like
No, it's not even close.
Yeah, it wasn't like that. It wasn't an aerial assault.
No.
it was about to be if he would have acted right. That's what I'm
Brady had
saying.
50 tutties that year.
And truth be told, that's my point. You need that dope receiver to make him look good because he ain't just doing that with just anybody. John was
Patrick
going to the
Mahomes
Super
is-
Bowl with
Patrick
nobody.
Mahomes is more
Can't
talented.
Well,
nobody
I will
tell
tell you
no
this.
receivers
I
out
will
on
tell
the
you
Denver
this.
Broncos back
This
then.
is what I do give you. For the far as talent is when I've seen Tom Brady do without these high names. Because mind you, we watched this man win a Super Bowl with Edelman and all them little motherfuckers and shit. And he had the one white running back. His name was something white, and he was just coming out the backfield. And that was the year he had the most receptions out the backfield type shit. Like he was
But
running
Tom was
his
just
head.
throwing the ball 10 and 20 yards though.
But
He
see-
wasn't. It wasn't an aerial assault.
No,
It
no.
wasn't.
But
But
it
the
was-
arm time. We started just talking about Patrick Mahomes,
Yeah, Patrick
and
Mahomes
that
is-
came
is
up because
more
we saw. I
talented.
said John was better than Joe, and so
Yeah.
was Dan Marino, and motherfucking
yeah,
Peyton
yeah,
Manning
yeah,
was better
more
than
about
Tom.
talent. Yeah,
it was
absolutely,
just
yeah.
talent.
Yeah,
But the
absolutely,
GOAT
absolutely.
is something different than just talent. It ain't
Exactly,
talent
yeah.
based. That's why I got to give it up to Tom
Yeah,
and Joe.
Tom Brady's the GOAT right now. But in my personal opinion, when Patrick Mahomes is done, I think he'll be considered the GOAT. Because in my opinion, he doesn't have to win 7. And no,
Yes, he does.
No,
in my
no,
eyes, yes,
and-
he has to
and-
be
and
with
here's
Tom or
why.
be equal.
And here's
He would
why.
have to get at least 6.
Here's why. Y'all saying that. I say personally, I think if he gets 5. If he gets 5, in my opinion, he can still be considered. Because this is why. For one, the talent, there's a huge gap in talent. I don't think anybody would dispute that Patrick Mahomes is a more talented player than Tom Brady. He's definitely a more talented player.
The talent don't matter.
If he gets 5 and Brady had 7, the reason why I say people, in my opinion, was to look at him as the GOAT is like, yes, I understand he didn't win as many, but he's still the better player. They said the same fucking thing about Michael Jordan when he only had 2 fucking rings. Actually, before Jordan even had won a ring, people were saying that he was the greatest player of all fucking time before he won a ring. So I think if he gets 5 and Brady had 7 and there's a huge talent gap, yes, he's the best fucking player.
I think the difference in that conversation, if we're going to take just that conversation that you just said, the hypothetical scenario, Michael Jordan, rookie year, came to the league averaging 28.1 or 28 point some points a game. The numbers he was putting up was astounding beyond just the highlights. Patrick Mahomes has a lot of highlights and he has a lot of wins already, and that's dope. But it's not like he out here throwing for 400 and 500 yards. It's not like the talent while he's losing. You see him just being impeccable. Matter of fact, we haven't even had the chance to see that because he's been winning the whole damn time. And what's that about? Andy Reid. Andy Reid was winning with what's the quarterback that was there? He got picked the same over Alex
Smith.
He was winning with Alex Smith. And we all know Alex Smith wasn't the talent
He
that
just got
Dog
hurt.
was. He won
He
with
just got
him.
hurt.
He won with old Mike Vick. Made him look better than he ever looked. He won with McNabb. This dude is in the conference finals. Andy Reid is in the conference finals of whatever fucking conference he's motherfucking in. Damn near every year. And he's in the playoffs or deep in the playoffs every year of his career.
I love Andy.
It's like being with Coach Pop or some shit.
I love Andy, but this is why Chris Broussard compares Patrick Mahomes to Michael Jordan. First year in the league, he played 1 game, right? That was his rookie year, 284 yards. Everybody know he sat behind. His first year started, 5,097 yards. You know how many touchdowns? 50. 12 tutties.
Tyreek Hill.
Okay. 50.
Okay.
12 INTs.
They also had Hunt and that other running back. They were
50.
touchdowns. Yeah.
50 his first year starting.
Yeah, I know this.
A down,
I know what it look like. I'm a Peyton Manning fan.
A down year,
a
a down year for Patrick Mahomes is losing the Super Bowl. Let that sink in.
No.
A down year.
Okay.
That was last year.
Okay.
Not
not just losing the Super Bowl because that sounds nice. A down year is also how few touchdowns, how few passing yards he had.
I totally agree.
Because it sounds awesome for him to say, "Oh yeah, his down year, he just didn't win the Super Bowl." No, his down year was a down year.
It was absolutely statistically, but you know what's crazy? How many? What they won? 11 one-score games. A lot of that is Patrick Mahomes. I will be the first person. I'll be the first person to say Patrick Mahomes the past two, maybe 3 years has not been the best quarterback in the league.
Right.
He hasn't, statistically wise. But guess what? When it comes to that 2-minute drill or past 6 minutes, that's what makes him the best fucking quarterback in the league.
I feel you.
That's what makes him the best quarterback
It's
in
just
the
confusing
league.
because you started off by saying his stats were dope, and now you're saying even the stats ain't dope.
No.
As long as they win and they dope, then that's the argument for Tom Brady. That's the argument for John Elway.
You could make you could definitely make that argument, but I also included talent as well.
Right.
I also
John
included talent
Elway.
as well. Yes, you could absolutely. In my personal opinion, Patrick Mahomes is closer to John Elway than he is to Tom Brady.
Absolutely.
When you look at talent and as far as winning, he won a lot more.
Hell yeah.
He's won a lot more than
winning
Elway.
is like something that we've never seen before, and this is the reason why
and that's
you're
what
saying he got a chance to be the GOAT.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because he's so young in his career.
I just can't give it up to the guys who haven't done it yet. This is football.
But he's already got 3.
Anything change.
That's crazy. He
Gilbert
already
Arenas.
got 3.
Gilbert Arenas effect.
No, Gilbert never won.
But anybody can have a good 3 years. That's what I mean.
What I say with Tom is, we sit here and we talk about talent, but we act like IQ isn't a talent.
Mm-hmm.
There's an amount of preparation that Tom puts in per game that Mahomes is still, he even says himself, he's getting to Tom's level of this. to have other players sit here and to refer as Tom as the level of get to, you can't sit here and tell me this man ain't the GOAT when other people who are considered to be potentially the GOAT look to him as his regiment of being the GOAT.
Yeah.
So therefore, if other stars look to him as the star, nigga, you gotta be the fucking best out here. Ain't nobody out here looking up to a John Elway regiment right now to get it. They looking at Tom fucking Brady. This is always what I get to when we refer to things like when people go to like Michael Jordan camps and Kobe camps and stuff like this, and they act like these two motherfuckers aren't great. Motherfuckers went out here going to, you know what I'm saying, Kevin Garnett camps. Motherfuckers ain't going out to the Jason Kidd camps. No, you was going to the Michael Jordan camp or the fucking Kobe camp.
I'll go to the Tim Duncan camp.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, like Tim Duncan can have a camp too. Because them niggas teaching fundamentals.
I'm just saying,
You know what I'm
but
saying? Michael Jordan, Kobe.
when you think of the people that put out the players that we look at, the Tatums, the Browns, the ADs, all the niggas that are stars now, they went to these camps.
Yeah.
That's all that I'm saying. So when I refer to like Tom as that, I think we should look at IQ as a talent. I'm not saying that Mahomes' IQ isn't there, but the way I've seen Tom Brady consecutively break down a defense with less at times, it's crazy. I've watched this man work a clock. I've watched this man come back from a 21-3 deficit in the Super Bowl to win the game. And I ain't gonna act like I've seen Mahomes do that. That's a different type of weight right there. That's all. That's why I give it to this man. I visually watched this man's whole career, the ups and downs, as him coming in as a backup, doing all this and succeeding, going through and becoming one of the best. I haven't seen Mahomes do all that yet. I've seen him win some Super Bowls, yes, and I give him that because he came in and did his thing.
Correct.
But so is fucking. But Hurts is on the way too. But don't act like Hurts and other motherfuckers.
I'm trying to tell you.
I'm
man.
just saying, like
Hurts
Jalen Hurts.
Okay, Jalen has one Super Bowl.
Yeah, but he's been there twice. I'm
And
just
Patty
saying, don't act
only
like
got three, right?
Only three.
Pat got 3, yeah.
Right, I'm just saying, don't act like he's not in the contention to be up there as well. Like,
four more to just to tie Tom. Like in your mind, he don't need the other 4 to be in contention for GOAT. But what I'm saying is, he would just to tie him though on paper, he would need another 4. And I'm like, well, this is football. I mean, knock on wood, but like same point in time, man, like motherfuckers get hurt every day. Tomorrow's not promised. And then that's just your injury. You know what I'm saying?
the ones he lost,
the whole
he
thing
was hurt.
is, what about the rest of the team? The whole team don't be good enough every year like that. It's always a missing piece, or somebody's hurt, or then now you got a coaching change. So for the next 4 years of your career, y'all definitely losing with this guy who ain't as good as Andy Reid or some shit. That's gonna happen probably one day during his career. Andy Reid is probably not gonna coach him his entire career. You know what I'm saying? So you have all these variables. You know what I'm saying? Where you can't just
You might not have the same talent.
because you like say 5 if you can get to 5.
Mm-hmm.
What if he just get 4?
He's only been in the league 7 years.
Dan Marino went to the motherfucking Super Bowl in the first years of his career. He never got back.
No, and I totally understand that. Patty goes back damn near every year.
You talking about that history, what he's done already.
Right, that was last year. I'm talking about last year. And that,
and last year
was
the
his
Chargers
down year.
wasn't as good.
And I understand.
The
they left
Broncos
tackles gone.
wasn't as good.
Broncos have gotten better.
I'm just saying their own division
I understand.
is getting better.
I understand.
Ravens
But you
got
also-
better,
but you
Browns
also-
got
Yeah, that's
better,
the
a lot of
AFC.
teams got better, Chargers got better,
None of them have Patrick Mahomes. And they've
Texans
gotten
got better.
Their defense.
Man,
Their
it's a lot of
defense.
teams.
Bro, their defense.
The Bears got better.
Their defense, for one, has definitely gotten better. They have one of the best. They have, in my opinion, top 3 cornerbacks in the league. You got Kalafis. You got Chris. You still got Chris
That's
in the
how they
middle.
won last year.
It was the deep, and that's what I'm saying. So therefore, when you look at that offense, it sucks that wide receiver not going to be there, but that other rookie wide receiver, he's going to come along. I don't expect Kelsey to reform the Kelsey that he used to be, but I can see him having a better year.
Yeah, he said
Patrick
it was.
Mahomes has not had these crazy weapons. When you had Tyreek Hill, he was giving you 50 tutties.
Yeah, Tariq Hill was giving you. Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
When you can spread the field like that, people forget how dynamic that is. You have one dude that's darting off, and that spreads it, and then less people like
he needs at least two people paying attention.
But that's
to him.
why a person like Kelsey can get so
is
open.
wide the fuck open
Right.
now. Exactly.
That's why that happens. And people forget that dynamic. And as soon as they took that away, they struggled a little bit. It just seems like that. These pieces do determine the winning of these
I think
championships.
Isaiah Worthy gonna have a big year. So
I think he's equally going to have a big year. But there's other pieces. Like, let's see what the running back looks like this year. That's been a struggle game for them sometimes at points as they run game.
They can do well.
Pacheco
And still,
1 year, not last year. The year before he was a dog. Last year he wasn't.
they can do well and still lose their first playoff game. They can have a good year. They can beat a lot of teams and still not make it to the AFC Championship game.
until I see him not do it, he's there every fucking year.
These other teams are better
He's
now.
he's
You ain't gonna
becoming a
tell
little
me
bit more
Josh
banged up
Allen.
now.
You ain't gonna tell me Josh Allen and motherfucking dog from Baltimore, Lamar Jackson. You ain't gonna tell me these dudes gonna
Or
lose
Burrow?
to him every year.
Or
of their
Burrow?
career.
Every year.
Well,
But don't
Burrow
forget about
already
Burrow,
beat
though.
him. He already beat him.
Don't get him.
Well,
I'm
you
saying,
will
don't forget
beat
about
him.
Burrow.
You can't beat him.
They're gonna
We've
lose
seen
him.
him.
We're gonna lose him every year.
They're both
And Josh Herbert.
Trash.
Damn.
all three of them.
Except for Lamar.
Trash.
Okay, man.
All right.
I'm standing
Not Joe
10 toes
Burrows.
down, man.
It's
Not
about
Joe
to tell you,
Burrows,
man. It ain't
What
about
the
it,
white
man.
dude say? I'm so pumped.
That's wild. That's wild.
We got to talk about the Bears. Of course, this is our season schedule, man. We're going to go over every game, man, and decide what the schedule, how much or how many wins are we going to win, man. Well, what games we're going to win, what games we're going to lose. Monday, September 8th,
12-5 record, baby. I'm gonna let you know.
Vikings. Chicago Bears, Vikings. Who we got?
That's a dub, man. Bears, man.
It's at the Vikings.
Yeah, I know. Bears.
It's a Sunday night game. Excuse me,
Monday
Monday
night.
night
Monday
game.
night, nigga.
Yeah, Monday night game.
I got the Bears that first game, man. I don't know if that.
It's in Minnesota.
I don't care.
Yeah, I don't think that
I
motherfucking
don't
rookie
care.
quarterback
It doesn't matter.
is gonna pull out some miracle out there for Minnesota. So I got the Bears in that game one. That's fucked up. He had to face us first because I feel like we finna get that done.
Yeah. I'm sorry about that, man. I know Minnesota fans probably gonna be mad at me, but yeah, I got the Bears that
It
one.
might be better
Okay.
later on and shit too, but that game
Sunday.
one, you get fucked up.
September 14th, day after my birthday.
Yeah.
At home opener, Detroit Lions, noon, Fox. Who we got?
We're probably gonna lose that game. I think Dan Campbell's gonna come out and try to make an extra point because of the Ben Johnson shit. I think it's gonna be a close game. I think it's gonna end up coming down to like a field goal, 7-point type shit, man. But I think ultimately, I just think we just start out 1-1 in them. That's gonna be a tough game for us. I hope we win that game, but realistically, it's probably be a 1-1. We'll probably lose that one.
Yeah, we lose that game. I think Detroit is still gonna be Detroit the first few games of the season. You know what I mean? They're gonna be thinking that they still as good as they are until they start to lose a few and then wonder who the fuck they are. But until then, yeah, it's week 2. That's fucked up. We gotta face them because they still gonna be delusional thinking that they are who they are, and that's gonna be good enough to beat us. So yeah, 1-1 at this point.
Okay. At the Cowboys, Sunday, September 21st, 3:25 game.
Listen here, man. I ain't gonna pick the Dallas Cowboys to win no game.
Oh,
I mean, I know I ain't saying they're gonna lose all the games. What I'm saying is, it's just hard for me to pick them. You know,
Okay.
I like it's certain teams that when they play, it's like, damn, I gotta go with the other team. I don't know, so I gotta pick the Bears against the fucking Cowboys.
Hendo, what you got? Bears, Cowboys.
Gotta be the Bears, man. I think this is Eberflus flex, man. I think this is where Ben Johnson goes in there and he flexes in there and he shows the motherfuckers why he's the head coach and like Eberflus isn't. Because mind you, Eberflus is the defensive coordinator of the Cowboys right now. So I think this is a Ben Johnson flex because it's basically going to be a Ben Johnson's offense versus an Eberflus defense.
Okay. Sunday, September 28th.
Wait,
In Vegas against the Raiders. 3:25 game on CBS. Who we got? Bears, Raiders.
I'm not picking the Raiders to win football games, man. I'm sorry, man. It should just feel weird as hell and shit. Like, what confidence do I have in these motherfuckers to beat anybody? Anybody. I ain't saying that we somebody. I'm just saying, man, for my lack of confidence in the Raiders, I'm not going to pick them this year. No, I got the Bears 3-1.
3-2. Hello, who you got?
Oh shit, this is gonna be a Pete Carroll team. They got Max Crosby, they got Ashton Genty, the guy we were supposed to get. I think
Who they got at quarterback?
Joe Blow.
I got
Gino, come on.
Yeah.
Gino is nice in the right system. He can work. I just don't see us getting beat by Gino because I just don't have a lot of faith in Gino and the Raiders right now. So I think we out here 3-1.
Gino is gonna be Gino.
I mean, this is Gino we talking about, man.
He don't do no much more.
That's it. No, that's it though. He's a very Hall of mediocre guy type of guy.
Yeah.
Like he's a very mediocre quarterback, man.
He has his moments that look nice, where you see that was a nice play.
Yeah.
What about potential? What else can he do? We're gonna show you what else. He's gonna show you what else he can do. This dude can take a 30-yard sack, man. I'm trying to tell you. I've seen the ups and downs. It's like, oh, Jameis Winston, he threw 30 touchdowns.
Facts. He ended with 33 touchdowns
picks
that year, but he threw 30 picks. Yeah, that's crazy.
30
That's
picks though.
He was drafted in 2015. He did that in 2018. So it was like his third year in.
Big Jameis fan.
That's crazy stat though, man.
I
Monday.
like his confidence, but that's just crazy.
I like Jameis. I like what
He
it's
is
for to
crazy.
say.
That nigga get on my fucking nerves.
Yeah.
That nigga is a weirdo.
Monday, October 13th, at Washington. This will be the Caleb Williams, Jay Daniels game. This will be Monday night, 7:15 at Washington. Who we got? Bears, Washington.
3-2.
Caleb versus Daniels.
3-2. I just feel like that Washington team is a little bit more ready than us. It ain't so much about the quarterback performances. Like, I hope both of them do well. Same point in time, I feel like that Washington team is a little bit more complete, a little bit more ready to go than we are at this point in time of the season. 3-2.
And who you got? Monday night, Chicago,
We
Washington.
stayed that, but last year we lost to a Hail Mary to the same
Because
team.
dude was talking to
Because
fans
we
and some crazy shit,
could've
but he
beat
paid attention.
potentially the same type of team, minus a couple
Yeah.
pieces here and there. I think this is the team that we come back and we show them that we're for real, and this is where we get our shit together. This is a win for us, man. I keep telling people we were supposed to beat them. We lost to a Hail Mary. We can beat them. Our defense has gotten better than when we played them, and so is our offense.
You talked me into it, man. 4-1, man.
I'm sorry. This is one I thought we could have.
Because I
This is
got
why
some
have
losses coming up.
This is
So
why I
I
have
really don't
confliction
wanna
with this
just
because I felt
totally
like we
take.
could have got them there. It was a Hail Mary we lost and we were up with
Yeah.
them. We were up on them with
Yeah.
dysfunction.
Yeah.
We had a dysfunctional team and we were up on them. Like we have gotten better as a team.
It
Like
was so dysfunctional, dude. Like our guy was like talking to some fans.
I
and
ain't want
shit.
to talk about it, man. It's a great spot right now.
Tariq Stevenson out of Miami.
Was he number 29? I
Yep,
forget it.
29.
29 for some reason.
Super
29.
talented.
Yeah, he just fucked off on that.
Sunday, October 19th, noon game, at home, Saints.
We gotta beat the Saints. We gotta beat the Saints, though.
At home.
Bro, who's their quarterback?
I think it's Spencer Rattler.
Correct. We win this. This is a no, bro. Spencer Rattler. Who? This is
That's
this
the guy
is
who,
Dennis
Taylor
Allen's.
took off for. He was
This,
actually
he's not terrible, but he's not gonna beat us. This
Heisman winner.
This is Dennis Allen's
Caleb
coming
ain't gonna
home.
take over.
All right, Dennis Allen's coming home, and he's gonna show them why it was a bad reason to not re-sign him and hire him as a head coach or an offensive coordinator, wherever the fuck it is, and they let him go. This is his debut. This is where he go in there and show off. He let them know why they make him pay for letting them go. That's all. Why do these guys come back and they want to show these people that they're better than what their predecessors were? You know what I'm saying?
I
The
don't wanna let you
predecessors, my
talk
bad.
about all these picks because I did not have them with a great ass record this year.
Bro, listen, I told you, I said 12
But
to
at this
5
point
for a
in time,
reason, bro. Listen, I already went through this.
I got the
already.
Bears over the Saints.
Okay.
They have nobody there.
We got
nigga. This
two
is-
tough games coming up. Sunday, October 26th, At Baltimore, noon game, CBS.
We lose that game. What's that? 5-2. 5-2 on the season.
Okay.
Yeah.
At Baltimore, Hendo.
Bro, we definitely losing this game. Nigga, they got Derrick Henry and all types of niggas over here. Jair Alexander. They got motherfucking RX, motherfucking inside linebacker. They got so many motherfuckers over here. We lose this because Baltimore's already ready, and we're developing. That's why we lose this.
Yeah, we got. It's cool.
Sunday, November 2nd, noon game at Cincinnati.
We lose late. It's competitive. We can't score late. 5-3.
Hendo.
I think we struggle with the pass game and stuff. Our corners get really tested this game because Joe Burrow and them really be throwing them dots and shit, and them niggas really be catching because Higgins and them are really fucking dogs. You're talking about Chase and Higgins, and they're arguably top 5 when healthy every year in the fucking thing in the wide receiver category, and I don't know if we can stop that offensively. We can put some sets together, but this is really going to test Dennis Allen's defense and stuff going. I think we might lose the test on this. So
Yeah.
Sunday, November 9th, at home, Giants, noon game.
I get this out the way. I think this is a test. This is really going to be a test. This is going to come back to who's going to be starting at this. If they got Russ starting or they don't. But
That's what
I don't think Russ is that type of quarterback anymore. I know he can still throw. I know he still has IQ, but I think this is
I
time
feel like
for.
he's the best option for their team.
I don't. I think he's the best. I think week 1 he is, but by the time we're playing them, I don't think he's the quarterback at this time. I think they have one of the newer guys in. I don't think he's that good at throwing. I think he is what we think he is right now. The same shit that we seen that it was between him and Justin Fields and motherfucking and Steelers in Pittsburgh. That's crazy to me. That's crazy. It's between you and Justin Fields.
So what if you start week 1 and now we see them, they like what 6-0 or some shit? You know what I mean?
That's not gonna happen, bro. Come on. These are the fucking Giants, bro. This is the Giants, bro. As much as I would like to put some faith in this, but this is the Giants. We beat them because they're already going to be struggling. They have pieces, but Neighbors isn't going to be enough. They're probably going to be on to their rookie quarterback. They're probably going to have him in there. I think we pray on that because we're trying to make a statement. This is a win for us.
6-3.
Sunday, November 16th, at Minnesota, noon game.
The noon game at Minnesota.
We are not going to sweep Minnesota.
Well, it wouldn't be on call, but I think this is where they try to streak in. I think this is where Minnesota trying to make their little strike in. I think we split with Minnesota. I think they come in and do it because I think when given right, I think J.J. McCarthy is going to be a nice quarterback, and I think this is finally when they get their stride. I just don't think he's going to come in opening game and whoop us. That's all.
6-4. That's
Sunday, November 23rd, at home, Steelers, noon game.
We lose to the Steelers.
Yeah, we lose to the Steelers, man.
They come ready to play.
Yeah, it's just what they bring in there, and I think Aaron Rodgers still kind of has our number and stuff. It's kind of you gotta understand these motherfuckers really have 2 of the largest or fastest receivers there. They had DJ Metcalf over there with Aaron Rodgers, and they just picked up motherfucking Odell Beckham. So if healthy at this time, which I don't know if all 3 of those will be healthy. It's kind of looking like it might be the Steelers because they can buy enough time for Aaron Rodgers to make these throws. That's all it is with Aaron Rodgers. Buy him enough time, he'll make the throw.
Friday, November 28th, at Philly, 2 o'clock game, prime. This is actually, I think this will probably be Thanksgiving, right? Yeah.
6-6.
No. November 28th. I'm not sure if that's Thanksgiving or not.
I definitely got Philly. I'm going 6-6.
Yeah, at Philly.
Yeah, 6-6, man.
Where you got Head though?
Fucking around with this
It's
game.
a 2 p.m. prime video game.
Philly's a toss-up sometimes because I tell you, sometimes during regular season, Philly, they'll play to a team. They won't play above the team. They'll play to teams. Like, you know what I'm saying? They'll play to the standard of that team. This is going to be a flip. I think we have a nice little battle with Philly, and I think this is the game I think people might dispute we have. I think we get Philly on this. I think they're sometimes they trick off games. Philly, I've watched Philly not really play serious. They play to a level of a team. They don't really play over the team. They'll just play with you. And if it comes down to like them in the trenches with us sometimes and them having to do like a push every time, we might be able to stop that up. I think we have some rushers in there. I think we can really get to him. I've seen Headz not play well sometimes against rushers like that. That's all I'm saying. This might be the one I flip.
Shit, of course.
I can still see
right.
Philly in the playoffs doing what they doing, still going back to the Super Bowl. But I think we get this game. Because do mind you, like the Rams looked like decent last year. We beat them last year. So let's keep an idea of like teams that we did do well against, you know?
Sunday, December 7th at Green Bay, noon game.
Oh yeah, man. That's a Bears game, man. That's a Bears game, man. I can't dispute none of that.
I think we win that one because we just lost a couple in a row. I think that's why we win that. So I'm going 7-6 for my season.
Okay. Man, we would have lost 3 in a row. Steelers, Philly, and
Bro, I didn't say
according
that.
to you. No, I'm saying according
No,
to you.
that would have been 2 in a row. I'm picking. Yeah, it would have been 3 in a row.
Yeah, what was
yeah,
that?
yeah. We're gonna beat Green Bay.
Sunday, December 14th, we're at home against the Browns, noon game.
Yeah, we win that, man. I think I'm going 8-6. Yeah, I got the Bears on the Browns.
I think by
At
this
home.
time we should be seeing Shador Sanders coming in and being quarterback. So I think we take advantage. It's going to be a shootout, but I still think that we still have the advantage on defense. So I think we win that game at home against the Browns.
Saturday, December 20th, it's be a few days before Christmas. Packers at home. Time to be decided.
Oh, this is sweet. I think we should have swept them last year. We won one in Green Bay, and we lost one game by a field goal. I think this is a sweep, and that's with dysfunction. We did that while under a dysfunctional management. Once that cleans up, that's a more winning formula. Put 2 and 2 together.
Shit, I'm going with the Packers on that. This is normally we either get swept or we motherfucking split. So shit, I'm gonna have to go with the split this year, and it's the second game, man. Shit, 8-7.
Yeah, we played them twice in 3 weeks.
Yeah, and I just didn't have us winning a whole bunch of games this motherfucking
I
year.
did.
Sunday, December 28th. This will be a night game at 7:20 at San Francisco.
Oh yeah, we lose to San Fran. San Fran just plays a more physical type of ball, and it's just hard to keep up the pace of that sometimes. Sometimes we fare good against San Fran, but by the time I think we see them, they might be banged up. That's why this is a possibility, because we don't know who might be on there. But normally they have a good formula for running, and that's going to be kind of hard to fuck with real quick.
Who you got, Bill?
That's an interesting point. That's an interesting point right there. What time of the season? But yeah, I'm gonna still go 49ers because they're just supposed to win that game.
Final game of the season. It'll be either be Saturday, January 3rd, or Sunday, January 4th. Lions, we're at home.
Oh yeah, we beat them. I think we're gonna beat them. If we face them twice, I feel like we're gonna split. And I already gave them the first game. So yeah, man, I'm going nuts that last game.
What's the final record you got us at?
9-8.
Hendo. Lions, we're at home. Week 18.
This is Ben Johnson's get back from the first game. This is where he shows, comes in. This is where we sneak in for our wild card position. I think, we'll be battling right here with the Lions for around the record. I think the Packers are fluctuating. I think the Vikings are fluctuating, getting acclimated. I think J.J. McCarthy will be decent overall. I just think it's going to be a little adaptation real quick. We'll have to see to like real game time. Everybody says, practices look good and all that. That's cool. But when you have somebody who's 300 and some pounds and they not playing for your team and they really trying to rip your fucking head off and they running max speed, it's a little bit different game time when they're doing that. Like, they're different. They're playing to really fuck you up. Your guys is just doing to like pity pat you and push you. They was getting yelled at for hitting you too hard. These motherfuckers are getting encouraged to knock your head off. Like, they're not playing with you. They're chipping you. They're pushing you every play. Like, everything has to be adjusted. There's agitators. There's guys that have to bump you every play. As soon as the play over, they bump you and they nudge you and stuff just to let you know they there. Like, things are changed. Like, the game is played at a different rate. Practice is practice. When we actually talking this game time, a lot of people have to adjust to this, and I'm still yet to see certain people adjust to this, and that's why I have to give J.J. McCarthy a grace period of some losses and some wins. I feel like he will be good, but this is the problem right now. But I think this is the game that the Bears win. I think this is where Ben Johnson
putting
comes
him in
into
a big
flex.
moment right now too. Last game of the season, they may be trying for a playoff spot. There's a lot of pressure to ask a first year dude to come in and while the other team is fighting for the same shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
You say 9-8?
Yeah.
I think I was.
It seemed like you would like.
I think I was 11-6.
Yeah.
I think I was 11-6.
Okay. Hey, and that's it, man. That concludes our Bears schedule. 11-6, 9-8.
10-7 would be good too.
We'll see.
Man.
Long, I
Shit,
really
I
don't
ain't gonna
care,
lie.
man. I just want to see improvement, man. As long as I see improvement, seeing that we're going in the right direction,
wins.
I'm fine either way.
Wild card.
But man, Bills, please tell these people what time it is.
All day, trade yourself.
Trade yourself, man. This is how we end every episode. We normally try to stick with sports figures, but we pick somebody throughout the week that has done some crumball type of stuff. It could normally be normally somebody like Brett Favre, the welfare queen, or former Denver Nuggets head coach Mike Malone. But Bills, this week, who need to trade themselves?
I'm just doing a little bit of hating. With 106,
Gotta
a little bit of hate. With 106 playoff losses, most all time, most turnovers all time, 6 final losses, which would be a record if it weren't for Jerry West. But he played also with the most number 1 overall draft picks in the NBA history.
Kobe?
Takes him out of the GOAT debate. Your man LeBron James. And if his career was, if he was a nobody, I said his career would be awesome. But as a GOAT candidate, his resume is embarrassing. It's kind of funny, man, because he had a lot of years in his prime. If you play for 20 years, you gotta think your prime is like at least like 10 years or some shit or something.
Prime is over.
You know what I mean? I'm just saying. It just seemed like
17 years.
you're supposed to be more dominant in your prime, man. Like you lost to everybody. It was kind of crazy, man. Mike lost in the playoffs in his prime one time. That was the year he came back from baseball.
LeBron is like the Hakeem of like basketball.
To Hayden Wild, y'all.
Like other niggas can get it. Other niggas can get it, but if certain niggas is gone, like I got it. I got it.
Yo,
Who hurt? Oh hell yeah, nigga, we taking it this
We're
year.
not even gonna go there, bro. It's not working.
It's
It's really not. Yo,
Hey, Kyrie, shoot.
You almost
Hey, Ray Allen.
Almost.
Hit it right.
I'm not
Hey,
going
Ray
there.
Allen, drop that 40. That 40
I'm
No.
not going there.
Hit it right.
You almost got me. Nope. I'm
D
good.
Wade, come get this.
Oh, that's the 20 piece.
He finished 6th last year. That's crazy.
Oh, LeBron.
MVP mode.
What does that mean?
I mean,
24, 8 and 8 at 40.
That's a popular.
Stop it.
What was the stats?
24, 8 and 8. at
24,
40.
8 and 8.
oh my
At
god,
40.
man.
It sounds like Michael Jordan.
Get this man a hug, my
It's
guy.
not. It's not. It's not even. Not even.
Get this man a hug. I mean, it's
But
decent.
by the way,
It's
when Mike
not.
was 40,
It's not. It's
when
not
Mike was 40,
decent.
he was donating his money to 9/11. While LeBron James over here stalling niggas out
Stop
with
it.
contracts and shit.
Stop
Why
it.
don't you take a little bit less money and get some better players around you, and
Stop.
maybe you can
This
get
nigga
that
about to get
last
traded.
Mike
dub.
didn't take
This nigga about to get traded from the Lakers.
Yeah, if he
What we
did.
talking?
Mike didn't take
He finna.
less
This
money.
nigga
He
finna be
donated
Dallas
his
Maverick
whole
next
check.
year.
He donated his whole. He only
Oh,
got paid
bro.
$2 million. He only got paid $1 million.
I told the Bulls.
It's finna be
The Wizards.
Kyrie,
It's still Michael Jordan. He took less.
LeBron, Luka.
He took
That
nothing.
was just
20.
Mike donated his whole check, nigga, to 9/11, nigga. It was only $1 million.
He was already getting money though. It didn't even matter.
Nah, it do matter because you playing in the NBA for free, nigga. As I said, I'm finna bust y'all
He-
ass for nothing all year, and he played all 82.
I mean, the endorsement money was nasty already at this time. Like he's
Come on,
making
man.
he's making more money
You
on
missing this-
off the floor than he was on the floor. That's a fact, nigga.
You missing the more poetic.
No, I get it. No, I get what you're saying, but
This
like
nigga will
me
bust
busting
your
your
ass
ass,
for
give me
free
more plays and
At
more
the
endorsement
age of
money.
40.
Yeah, for fun,
Yeah.
nigga. Just funsies.
Yeah. When it, yeah.
It's all for funsies.
Okay.
He got
I'm
it
pretty
like
sure
that.
Michael's
nigga.
averaging 24 points a game when he's with the Wizards.
No,
Just saying.
Nah, he
What was
wasn't
he
that
average?
bad. He was like 18.
22.9, and he only played 60 games a year. 22.
60 out of
So it's
82.
82 the next year?
Yeah,
Gotcha.
final year.
Yeah, gotcha.
How many games LeBron played this
So,
year, though?
yeah, so when he was actually
70.
70? It's the most he's ran this year, though. That's the most he's ran in the last 3 years. You do know that, right? He didn't give them 70 last year or the year before.
No, that's fine.
No, I'm just saying. So I give him that, but like this, he's done a great job to take care of his body. He hasn't taken no injuries enough.
Yeah,
That's the thing about him.
24, niggas say 22.9, so that's really 20.
He also,
What's the big difference?
He also led the league in walking off before the game was ended too.
Yeah, 25.7.
25.7. What did he let?
So he averaged 3 more points than Mike.
No, I'm saying at the same age, he was giving you 25.7, 8 and 7. Mike was giving you 23, 5 and 5.
You wanna know why? Because he just motherfucker took a 3-year break, another 3-year break. He had retired twice. It's the same retirement. He was gone for 3 years, my guy. And he just came back. And he just came back and played again and gave you 24 or 22.9. I'm sorry, that 22.9 is a little bit more cold from a nigga who was home on the couch or smoking cigars and drinking the way he be doing and playing golf to just get back
And he
out
was
here
gambling.
at the age of 38 and be like, oh man, you know what? I told y'all I could fuck y'all up.
That nigga was on the
I'ma
Russian
come
roulette
back,
table.
be an all-star, give you 23 a motherfucking game and shit.
Playing quarters.
You know, crazy
For
LeBron
$400.
stat I just realized he's been listed every position in every position.
LeBron.
Year.
How valid is that? When we know he can't guard most of these centers. We know he
He was
can't.
listed at center and at 37, at 20, 21, 22.
That sounds
Power
ridiculous,
forward,
though.
small forward.
I know what they're trying to do though to make it
Point
sound like that,
guard,
but he can't guard
shooting
centers
guard.
though. We know this. He can't guard old school centers, new school centers. He can't guard none of these centers.
Not consistent.
Vujacic will fuck this
If-
dude up.
if you-
if you put LeBron
if you
James on
catch an
Vujacic from the
offbeat-
Bulls
if
the
you
whole
know-
game,
if you catch an
Vujacic is
offbeat-
getting 30.
Fast break, and he catch him making a move, LeBron can make a move. But if we're talking like consistent up and down drives where they're running plays, you're right. But if they catch him on a fast break, when they catch him on a fast,
score on LeBron every time.
but the thing
He
about
can't guard Sengun.
I
He
think
can't guard Joker.
we'll always put it on this. We think that LeBron can really score with the best of them. We just say that he's not really a one-on-one player. When if you was to put him on ISO, I don't think that's where he struggles. He struggles like that. And then when you put him on the other side of the ball defensively, everybody says he's this great defensive player and stuff, but I think that's another.
Prime.
I still think that the chase down block is just what we consider.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about in his prime when he was with Miami. Yeah, LeBron would lock you the fuck down.
And see, I'll still debate that a little bit too, because I've watched that.
I can
game
debate
took
it
on a little
because
bit.
I think it's levels to locking you down. He definitely
Yeah, I can force you to a bad shot if you
But
consider
like-
that locking down. But as far as like just like stripping somebody or it's just hard for me to put that up there. I think D Wade was always a better defender, but that's just in my opinion. I think LeBron gets a lot of highlight off chase down blocks. Him letting you go by just so he can come up and hit you at the peak. I think that was a big highlight, and everybody considered because you have these chase down blocks is high. But meanwhile, Rudy G was still leading the league in blocks. Another nigga was still leading the league in blocks. Like even then, it wasn't a top category. Everybody just gave it a highlight because he's chasing down a 6'8" or
Yeah,
like a
like he
6'5"
can't
dude,
guard
and he's throwing it off the
yeah.
back because he can jump it. Like that was never like to me like you know what I'm saying. I get it, but that's not good defense. Letting people go by you. To me, good defense is locking somebody up, not letting nobody go by you at all. Like that's the whole thing. He had some flashes of that, but that wasn't something predominant in his game to me. I feel like Kawhi was always the better defender, always because he's more defender than the scorer, and his scoring came later. And I felt like that's what it was in my eyes.
6-time all defense.
But yeah, and see, that's yeah. I mean, we'll debate that all day. Like I said,
Yeah, that's
playing
all-
passing lanes
whatever.
or something, and like I said, playing 1-on-1 too. You know, if I sit here and can play a passing lane and prey on you making a shitty pass, I mean, I reward your IQ, but that's not great defense to me. That's just good IQ on the ball.
Gotta have them, what do you call them? Grips or whatever.
But do mind you, niggas like
You gotta have that.
a nigga like
Ball
Mike Beasley was
is
coming
taking
here and
the
locking
ball
your
from
ass up on 1-on-1 and
It's a
practices
difference
and
when
busting
you-
your ass.
That means nothing.
No, I'm just saying, like one on one. I think he's just not like that, and that. I view that a little differently. He's a team player, but one on one ball, some people struggle. I get that, and that's what I kind of base a lot of things off sometimes. Some niggas can break you down right now, bro. Like right now, on and off the ball, and get right to their spot.
That can play really excellent defense, and then you got guys who can take the ball. Like but some guys like the Claw, he can play excellent defense and take the ball. LeBron, if you dribbling against LeBron, who would you want guard you? The Claw or LeBron? I'm gonna take LeBron.
In their prime?
In their prime, I'm taking LeBron. I'd rather go against LeBron than the Claw. This nigga's amazing.
He's looking to steal the ball.
He's amazing.
He's actively trying to do it. Not to say LeBron can't do it. He just does it less than what
his mindset to play that.
Less than than Kawhi. The frequency in which Kawhi is looking to take the ball when you cross over.
We're talking about prime LeBron. We're talking about that Miami that when he was on that.
I don't even think that was the best version of LeBron was the Miami, because mind you, some of that Cleveland Brown was really his best bet. He just had a weak ass team. Cleveland Brown wasn't bad. Miami Brown was just
second iteration was the best version.
I don't know, man, because Cleveland. Like I said,
you
can't tell me nothing about that.
When him and Kyrie won that championship, that's the best version.
That one was a problem.
I mean, like I said,
he got that
I still think
That's what I was gonna say. He had a jump.
I still think young Creed. I still think young LeBron James was one of the best, because that's when he was taking the shittiest teams and he was just pure dog. If you would have gave him any of the assets he had later in that career, like a Kyrie at that moment, he would have won it then too. That was really a dog. He was a 17-year-old nigga doing this to grown ass niggas. That's what I'm trying to say. That was the pure doggest moments. Nobody could stop him. Veterans, and he was taking this shitty team to the finals. I'm feeling that was the purest, bro. That was like purest.
Athletically,
purest,
bro. That was the funnest LeBron.
That's what I'm saying. If you would have gave him any of the talents he had,
the best version was that second iteration.
Man, this nigga was dunking all hitting crazy
all
shots.
Around player, because he was still an athletic.
Yeah, Jordan's best funnest version is Air Jordan. But he wasn't winning shit.
Yeah, 4-5 Jordan was best. That nigga had it.
Sure.
That nigga was hitting clutch shots.
Who did he trade themselves into?
Oh man, shit, Omar Good, man. This nigga making these rap disses for Cameron. Cameron is a rapper. It's crazy when these guys dip into other people's lanes and stuff. Like when you try to roast a comedian, like this mother, like when a radio person try to roast a comedian, or like an old girl try to roast Cat Williams. This is his lane. He roasts his motherfuckers for a living. This is how he makes his bread and butter. Nigga, like, you not gonna win this. This nigga's petty for a living. He makes coin off being petty towards niggas like you. And you think you gonna beat him in this shit? This nigga go home and does this shit on leisure time. How can I kill this motherfucker in so many ways? You not going to, like, so if Cameron wanted to respond and really make, like, he could probably get that shit jumping. He could probably get like a Swiss Beats beat. Meanwhile, you over here making beats on Fruity Loops. You out here getting motherfucking shit. Niggas donating off the internet. You gonna give them $500 and shit and see who come up with the best beat for you to snap on cam with. Like, bro, that shit not gonna win, bro. Like, this nigga getting quality shit. You want to leave this man alone. Yes, it's entertaining. Yes, you getting looks. I'm going to listen to that shit. It's cool. But at the end of the day, this man really got the money to just be flying you out to Miami and give you $2,500 and make faith. This nigga's petty and got money. Like, bro, like, this is the worst thing to do. Like, and I'm not saying Omar Gooden don't got money.
With the joke, he paid these people to go in with the joke, and that man.
Bro, and I'm not saying that Omar Gooden ain't got money, but he ain't got fly you out to Miami and play a practical joke on you money.
For real. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't got that type of money. This nigga's paying waiters and shit at 5-star restaurants to go in on this joke, nigga. You out here getting flown out and getting $2,500 for the show, like, and it's a movie, like, nigga, it's all day, nigga. You don't have that type of money. You want to leave this nigga alone, like, this nigga. He has funding for things way more petty than you. Just like 50 Cent with Ja Rule and shit. This nigga went by all them front row seats and shit. So this nigga was like, I hope this nigga is a good entertainer, because he gonna have to know what it's like to have to perform when ain't nobody in the first 20 rows. Bro, if you have money to just trick off on petty shit just to fuck with niggas. Like, you have petty money. Like, that's, and you fuck with a nigga has this. You want to leave this nigga the fuck alone eventually, dog. Because this nigga have you all out here bad again. Who knows? You going to be making a rap album. It's going to be at the studio he own. He going to be remixing your shit. Like, just let this nigga alone, dog. Hey, you was an actor. You know, stick to the acting, man. You know.
Oh my goodness, fan too.
And I fuck with that nigga too. That's crazy. I fuck with this nigga, but certain niggas you just gotta learn to leave the fuck alone, man. Back up off, man. It's fun for a minute, but leave these
I've been
niggas alone.
fucking with him ever since.
Kinda like
Wild and Crazy Kids.
Oh my soul, Wild and Crazy out.
You
Yeah,
ever seen Wild and Crazy Kids? Nickelodeon.
Nickelodeon. But it's just like, you know, like with 50 and like Rick Ross, they met each other because they got equal enough money. I mean, Rose got more money, but they can fuck with each other money. They can keep doing that shit. Nigga Rose or whatever. This nigga not really on that level financially. Like, you kind of on the shallow, like, D-list and shit like this, where this nigga probably like, this nigga probably like a C, B list, you know what I'm saying? So, kind of leave this nigga the fuck alone. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just keep the buck, man. So you want to trade yourself, man. Leave this nigga alone, man.
I heard one of them songs, man. She was a little
Dog,
funny.
fucking hilarious,
Funny.
dog. Fucking hilarious.
I don't know what his end game is here, but yeah.
I mean, you're getting views.
You know,
You get views. That's all it is. You get views. That's it about it. But the views don't necessarily translate into like dollars sometimes. So it's like petty shit. It can, but what's the point? What's the end game? Like you said, man.
Hey, I like that, man. I think I gotta concur, man. I was actually gonna say, oh my goodness, too, man. That was one of the best pranks I ever seen, man. Cam was a fool, man. To fly that man out and
Record everything.
that is wild. So oh my good, come on, fam, you gotta do better for the Omars, cause gotta do better for that. But gotta give a shout out, of course, man. Press Break, man. If you're hungry, man, you want some good Chicago food, go check out Fred over on Rose and Monitor Press Break. I personally love the airball. Like I said, they got the cheesy beefs. Yeah, absolutely, man. They got the Chicago dogs, the pizza puffs. I love the fries. Go check out Fred. If you want good Chicago food, Press Break, Rose and Monitor. Fred gonna hook you up. As well, man, if you're in the La Crosse area on Jackson Plaza, check out our brother Focus at A Breath of Fresh, man. Actually, I got some threes I'm going to take to him, some pure monies. He does a great job, shoe restoration. Also, if you're looking for retro kicks, anything you got, if he ain't got it, I guarantee you can get it, as well as clothing, man. Check him out. As well, Fifth and King, man, our brother JV, The Closet, man. Please check him out, man. Retro kicks, man. If you don't got to go online, go right downtown, man. Check him out, Fifth and King. And then if you're in the Winona area, if you're looking for a good artist, check out our brother Captain Kush, man. You can find him. You can find him on Facebook. One of the best artists right here around the Midwest, man. Captain Kush. And then what's the truck out there on Rochester?
Oh, I mean, you're in the Rochester area, man. Check out Win City, man.
Yes,
you can actually go look it up on Google Maps. Win, W-I-N City, man. Go check out the brother, man. I got a bunch of Italian beefs and stuff, man. If you're not in the La Crosse area and you ain't checking out Fred's, make sure you go check them out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, it's a great show today, man. Chicago Bears, man. Come on, man. Y'all got to pull it out, man. Excited to see what you guys are gonna do tomorrow.
Win minimum.
Please stop the Caleb slander, man. Give the kids some time, man. Give them some time. The talent is there, man. Give them some time. Get some time for that offensive line to gel together. Everybody to gel. It's not gonna take. I say give them the rest of the year, man. It's only 2 years, bro. I say 2 years, man. And let's see where we at the end of the year before we start talking about getting another quarterback. Because I could very well see Caleb being a Baker Mayfield type player, to where we give up on him too early. He might be a little bit immature, and then boom, he goes to the fucking Rams and then win a fucking Super Bowl or something like that with McVay. Because you're out your fucking mind if you don't think somebody else not gonna pick up that type of talent. But that's just my opinion. Omar co-host episode 158, man. I say appreciate y'all rocking with us, man. Hit that share button, hit that like button. Tell a friend and tell a friend. Let these brothers do their outro, man.
It's your boy B.I., man. Don't be dusty, man. Check
please
us out
don't
on
be dusty.
YouTube, CEE.
Yes, sir.
Hendo.
Yeah, I'm gonna double down on that. Don't be double dusty, man. Make sure you like and subscribe, man. Make sure you go and look and see what we talking about every week, man. Like and subscribe, man. But your boy Hendo G, aka French Loaf, aka the man who be smoking that stuff, man.
Yes, sir.
Another great episode, man. Appreciate y'all for checking us out, man. Love all the support, man. Keep fucking with us, man. Week in and week out, man.
Info, you know what we here for, the Old Heads Podcast. Yo, we come from those shades to the team at the Barclays, the Old Heads Podcast. Yo, from Will scoring 100 to Job be the one, the Old